Hello, every furry, every brony, every dragon, and welcome. I am Christopher, and today for Dragon Month, we're going to be reviewing this game. So, Ripto and Cortex decide to work together. They probably were college buddies or something. And to do this, they're going to put paper masks on the Riptocs of Spyro and Crash. This plan works for some bizarre reason, and Spyro and Crash clash. After that big misunderstanding, the two decide to team up to bring down Cortex and Ripto. Oh no, this looks tricky. I don't know whether Spyro can do this. What? I'm sorry, it's just like Spyro's used the potty for the very first time. After you've completed every minigame, it's time to fight, crush and gulp. I know how you feel, Spyro. So after all this, these two are admittedly miffed off, and this is the first time you get to see Nina, Cortex's niece. I would have actually appreciated an alternative ending if you lost here. Maybe have Nina put Spyro in a cage. What can I say? I'm a dragon that likes the cages. Instead, we had to wait until Spyro, A Hero's Tale, to see Spyro in a cage. After she bashes into the last cave and releases the prisoner, you can now fire at the boiler. I must say, Nina's quite fire resistant. And if you want to see Nina get led away by Crash, Crash Fusion's got you covered. And now we see Crash going into Spyro's world and vice versa. The mini-games are, well... This reminds me of another game, but I can't quite put my finger on it. To be perfectly honest, I don't know why Spyro doesn't use his wings and glide over there and give them all the hot foot. After all that malarkey, it's time to face against Cortex. So, yeah, that does it for Spyro Fusion. I wonder what it'd be like if I reviewed Crash Fusion instead. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye. We'll be reviewing this game. So, Ripto and Cortex decide to work together. They probably met on Grindr. And to do this, they're going to put paper masks on the Riptocs of Spyro and Crash. This plan works for some bizarre reason, and Spyro and Crash clash. After that big misunderstanding, the two decide to team up to bring down Cortex and Ripto. I wonder what this is. What the flapcakes? So this game still has the Crash Bandicoot feel. It may not be no Twinsanity, but you do feel like you're playing a Crash game. And you thought Crash Twinsanity Uka invincibility were bad. Try having no invincibility whatsoever. So next Crash has to go up against his own old foe, Tiny. So, whoa! You can actually move wherever you want in the tank. Wow, Spyro, take note. So after all this, these two are admittedly miffed off, and this is the first time you get to see Nina, Cortex's niece. Don't look too surprised, Spyro. You dealt with worse, like Skylanders. So after Spyro's dealt with Nina, freeing Professor and Coco, it's up to you as Crash to lead Nina away. Spyro kinda takes a back seat here while Crash does his thing. Spyro then cages Nina and hurled on. Spyro, you can't fly. And now we see Crash going into Spyro's world and vice versa. The minigames are not too bad. That'll teach the Welsh for coming over here. And yes, you can even play bonus games. Most of the Crash games follow the same Crash Bandicoot formula. You break crates in order to get a gem at the end, and you also get a crystal no matter what at the end. Take for example this Flappy Bird-esque game. It's cool, isn't it? I do like Spyro's world because it gives you a nice throwback to Crash 3 Warped. A lot of medieval attire. But all good things must come to an end when Ripto shows up to destroy Crash's party. Whoa, you're telling me you could have done all this whole time in Spyro 2? Why didn't you do that? Funny enough, Ripto is a little bit tricky. Man. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Crash Purple. I wonder what it'd be like if I reviewed Spyro Purple. Anyway, I'm Crystal Fire and I'll see you later. Bye.